Hello, my name is Carx82, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I'm just currently crafting up some more wireless hatches because I have been working on our compact fusions. I have built one whole compact fusion. I have the coils for the next one, and I'm working on more coils for a third compact. I actually stopped this craft because I wanted to adjust it. We're short 215. I have everything for it. But there was a couple things that I wanted to adjust. When you need millions of these, it kind of like pushes everything else back. So I kind of wanted to adjust some of these recipes a little bit and upgrade some hatches and stuff like that to speed it up. But one of the things we need, as you can see, we need 48,000 for the 215 coils. We needed 50,000 something bioprocessors, so you need even more than that. And I wanted to adjust that. I don't remember why we needed them. There was something in here with the optical circuits that required it, and I don't remember what it was. Is it like living biochips, maybe? I just remember there was kind of like a circular recipe that required... No, I don't remember. It was like a circular recipe, so I couldn't use optical circuits to craft up more optical circuits unless we made them passive, and I just haven't bothered with that, so I just do the bio circuits instead. But what that means is we are very, very short on, or it just takes quite a while to craft them all up. So I've gone ahead and crafted up more circuit assembly lines, and I'm going to expand these. Now I may actually also... Is that right? 3 and then, yeah, the space. So let me just do... Yeah. I keep... Like, is that right? Am I doing this the right amount in between? I keep thinking that it's 4, but it's actually 3. I may redo these as well. Now, there is a couple ways we could do it. Currently, we believe we... Yes, right now we have, in the recipe, we actually include the... We put the living solder in the recipe, but if we wanted to, we could actually switch it now. Now that we have the... whatchamacallits, the stocking input hatches, we could do it differently. So instead of crafting it up for each craft... we could just keep it stocked and then have a level maintainer keep, you know, a certain amount in stock. But eventually we will just be producing it from that as well. So I think we might want to do that. Unfortunately, that does mean screwing up a whole bunch of these things that I've set. I'm just trying to, because we're doing this 3 different ways right now. If I switch those out, we would do one with putting the recipe in. We would have some that we just keep stocking from the label maintainers, and then some we are just like exporting into the hatches. So we have like all different ways, and I would like to get them all the same. So I think I may switch these out, but this is going to take me some time. I would like to switch out all the energy hatches and everything, so a lot to do. But I think the first thing I want to do is get... let's finish the... Before I jump into that, let me finish this compact. Just because every single compact we craft up just makes it easier to craft up more compacts and other things. So I just need to switch out the things. And I think I'm just going to do the basic 1 amp wireless UIV. That seems to work. Although the old ones, the UEV hatches worked fine until we updated the pack. So I'm assuming some recipes changed or something like that. Because, yeah, before I updated, I wasn't having any issues with power. But now the UEV energy hatches didn't seem to be... they weren't keeping up with it, so... Alright, and then... Man, I love these wireless hatches. Holy cow. Do they make that so much quicker? Alright, cool. That is it. And now we can just do... that, and hook it up to that one. All right, cool. Oh, I didn't actually check if the humongous hatches actually work on that. Kind of want to test that out, although the thing is running. We'll probably... I just don't want to, like, waste time and effort crafting them up if they don't work. Because they definitely didn't work before. But I do kind of want to try them out. I mean... what am I talking about? Like, now that we have all the recipes, they're not... it's not that difficult. We're good. Yeah, because if the humongous hatches work, then it can put the entire amount of the recipe in that. I just like that better. All right, so that is that. I do need to also work on these parts. Get the UXV, all the recipes done. I haven't done all those recipes yet. And I'm also thinking that there is a lot of stuff that we can actually get rid of and make room, because we're going to start spamming the multi-blocks like absolutely crazy. So I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, those two like towers are pretty, they look really cool, but that could be like just a whole bunch of room for like 50 parallel cutting machines kind of thing. All right, does it form with those? It didn't before. I feel like it's not going to. Oh, it did. It does look like... oh, wait, they fixed it. Okay. That... I am enjoying that. All right, so I'm glad they fixed that, because that totally didn't work before. And then we have the output hatch there. I'm kind of curious. I don't think a stocking input hatch would work. Also, I don't want to, like, if we're using these. Right, let me... does that form? I feel like that wouldn't form. No, incomplete structure. Okay. That I thought would be a little optimistic, stocking input hatches with that. But yeah, these humongous input hatches, oh my goodness, that is awesome. I like that. All right. Yeah, because sometimes, you know, it doesn't fit all the... if you're doing like a million ingots worth, it just doesn't all fit in there. But now it can. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to continue doing this. We've seen all this before. I'm going to start fixing some of the circuit assembly lines. By the way, one of the updates, or in the update, one of the things also added a different mode. So you can see circuit assembly line mode. What that is actually done is you can... can't remember where... no, not that one. Banner, no. It has replaced this one over here. This is our circuit assembler, which we have the circuit assemblers in there. It's replaced this multi-block, so you can now do like these regular circuit assembler recipes on the multi-block. I don't know how that works with the inputs underneath. I don't know if you can just do the buffers. I don't know. I haven't tested it. But all right. Yeah, let me just continue. Let me upgrade all these and we'll see where... I think maybe I want to... there's so much stuff I want to do. So much stuff. I want to get these as well, so... even just upgrading these would be awesome at this point. So I've gone ahead and redone the entire stack. And I realized as I was hooking it all up, I overestimated the amount of channels because now there is 5. So instead of doing it this way, which you do the P2P tunnel into the subnets, each one of these is its own subnet. I'm just doing one subnet and then stocking input buses. So you don't have to worry about it putting the items in the right location or anything like that. If there's anything in there, it'll just run as needed. But there's a stack of, there's 8 of them, and 8 times 5 is 40. So I have kind of screwed up the amount of things. So I think I may just do that. I wanted the thing there to kind of block the hole in the ground, but oh well, it doesn't matter. I think this will be fine. Actually, that probably needs to be dense cable, because this one has 5 underneath as well. Yeah, I just thought it would be nice if the controller was right there. It would kind of hide that hole. It doesn't matter though. Okay, so as we can see, we have the subnet, we have the one recipe. It's going to put the stuff in the drives. It could have even done digital singularities if we wanted. Also, is there a digital singularity for fluids? There is. I mean, it's its own kind of crazy craft. Oh, T7? No thanks. No, not doing that. Although T7 isn't T9. I don't know, maybe. Maybe we will do 4 digital singularities in the one fluid. It doesn't, I don't think it's going to matter though. But I was just thinking for future. I also threw some terminals on there, just in case. I was just kind of thinking, if we're going to expand this, how are we going to do this now? Yeah, I think I like that. And then if we want to, we could always switch this to a P2P, and then we could double up, kind of like we do with the assembly lines. We will just connect it to another stack of things. I don't know. I think I like that. Only thing, just with where I have it right now, there isn't like a super easy place to... I mean, I can keep building up and up and up, but it's not super easy to expand doing it this way. Because we need to... Well, I guess we could. We could always just do wireless. I don't know. I feel like if we start getting to the point where we need hundreds of these circuit assembly lines, this whole kind of setup right here is not going to work anyway. So maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Right now, we're just kind of expanding it. I think I turned these all on. Yeah. Right now, I just kind of expanded it because I had bioprocessors. We just didn't craft up fast enough. All right. So I think we're good there. So we'll try this. Like I said, we needed 215 more of these. We should have a majority of this stuff. I have actually used some, now that I think about it, I have used some of it for other things. But we should, are the, there we go. All right, cool. So yeah, it is working. I mean, I'm not surprised it's working, but there we go. So you can see they're all running, and it doesn't have to figure out, like each of them have the exact same amount in each one. So I think I like that better. Although I will say the round robin mode on the P2P tunnels, if you use that's kind of like round robin, first to last, merge stacks as necessary, or not that one. It's the one at the bottom, the main one that they're all connected to. I have it set to same as default, but try empty slots first. That actually does pretty well, but to be honest, these stocking input hatches just make it even easier. It doesn't have to like split the stuff up, it just dumps it in and they will all run at the exact same time. And then we can see all the items in the thing. All right, cool. Now the question is, do I want to... do I want to... I mean, I really need to... switch them out. It is just, it is kind of time consuming, just setting these all up. But once they're good, I'm pretty happy with them. I also decided to do that. I don't know. I'm being silly. Alright. Anyway, so that's where we're at now. So I am moving on to the next part of our process here, and I'm making the scanning all the things for the UXV. So hopefully this is the, the final time we're going to have to do this. Well, until they add another tier. Thankfully, these are really quick, as you can see. And I already had all these parts. Because we craft them up in the component assembly line. So we're already like full of... We already had them all. Because we craft up 64 at a time. But all right, cool. So there is that. I think we can just... This is the UMV stuff. We'll just throw that under there. I pulled out all the other ones, so we have plenty of room. All right, so that is that, I think. All right, I am trying to craft up one of these laser target hatches, the first one, and I'm seeing if like where we're having issues. If we're having any. I don't know why. Where is that recipe? Where did I put it? I don't even see it anywhere. Do we see a... Where did I put this recipe? There it is. What is it doing over there? Why is it over here? I have no idea why I did that in there. I think it was just... I don't remember these at all. I don't remember these recipes. Like, why are they here? Oh, it's probably when I was... I bet you when I was... putting the recipes in the... My goodness, the interface terminal. I put them in the wrong one. That must be it. Maybe I like put it in there or something like that. I don't know. Oh, I bet you because that is a hammer. That's why it's showing up there. But that seems a bit funny that I would have done that. All right. Let's try this again. Eternity rod. Sometimes things just go missing, and that is why that happens. Just randomly at times. All right, cool. I'll just cancel that. Now. Ah. All right. So I just had a thought. I have sped up the... I've added more bees. So now, yeah, it's trying to craft this stuff up in here. That is why that showed up. All right. So that... The living solder was fine in there before. Actually, this one. That one I'm not using. Because occasionally it would go through the entire thing. But now that I've added more... bees, it's not going through the entire amount, so that kind of messes up that. All right, I do need to get I need to get that fully set up. Okay, well, I need multiple things to do. First, I really need to figure out the dragon blood stuff that doesn't require chemical plants, and we also need to do the living solder, but I think I may actually... We are getting to the point where I could just have this running permanently. I don't usually keep it running fully because the plasmas were taking a while. They just take a while to craft, so it was clogging up the compacts when I was trying to do other crafts. It was just slowing down crafting, but we're kind of getting to the point now that we have 3 compacts that waiting for these to craft up isn't as slow. So yeah, I have noticed, and it might be the scale I'm using, but the text goes all over the place. Let me really quickly look at this. I think it's 2 we need. Yeah, 2. It does look like, since it shows an order, it kind of tells you which one it needs to be in. Or which one, if you want to like target one of them. It does seem like maybe that's showing, but did that actually... I am kind of curious if this will change now that I put the thing to target it. I still haven't figured out if this is actually working. It never feels like it's actually... Okay, that dropped down, didn't it? Did that just drop down when I did that? Did that go up? Did that go up? Hold on. All right. Let me try 1. Wait, it went up again. What's going on? Alright, if we put 1 in there, what happens when it starts over? Nothing. Okay, that went up. Is it just averaging like how much it's making? Is that what it's doing, maybe? Maybe that's what it's doing. Like it's just kind of averaging over the thing. Okay, that dropped down. All right. I still think this is supposed to be a 2. Because biocells would be 1 if you're trying to target, and then that... I don't know. I'm just kind of... See, that drops way down, didn't it? I'll keep looking. I'll keep an eye on that to see. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've never fully known. Okay, now it's dropping even lower. Did that go up? That one went up, didn't it? That's almost telling me it's focusing that one. I don't know. I really don't know. Now it jumped back up. And that dropped down. Alright, I'm just going to leave it. I don't know if it's focusing. It is what it is. So, yeah. We'll just leave that and we'll let it run for a while. Because, like I said, now that we have 3 of these and we're working on a 4th, if it has to craft up those plasmas, it's not really clogging it up as much anymore. Alright. So, did we... I still feel like it got stuck somewhere. Oh, no. Is it crafting up the sensor? It is. It's only 12.5 seconds. And then I think that is that. And that should be in this over here. All right, I think it did work. No. All right, I'm not seeing the items in there. Why is it? Did I put it? I might have put it in both when I was making recipes. I did. All right. So, yeah. This laser hatch, we're not... This is only UMV. So it can't do the UXV recipe. That's why it did that. So I forgot about that. I thought I had switched it. So laser target hatch. There we go. Now it should be crafting up. I didn't even see how long the recipe was. All right, 16.7 seconds. I don't know how I feel about seeing the fractions of a second. I don't know if it's like, is that super necessary? I guess if you're doing like 0.2 seconds or whatever a recipe, I guess it can be helpful. Okay, so there is that UXV. Cool. And then the final one, oh, actually I need to, dang it. I totally forgot about the scanning part. And I wish there was a way that you didn't actually have to like waste an item to do this. That was like, if, like when you craft up a super expensive item, it just feels bad that you have to like void it basically. All right. I'm almost like I could just use. I think we could use these wireless energy hatches for the assembler, the precise assembler as well. But all right, I guess we'll try this. I do want 4 of these. Did I do? I did. All right. Let me craft these up. I think this is going to take a little while, but I want to replace these. So actually, is it? No, it's not even like that. I was just about to say, I'm like, maybe I should craft up 1 at a time and then switch them out. But that part's not the slow bit. All right, so if I did 4 of those. All right. I still have some things I need to, recipes I need to make. Okay, I want to get this crafted up before the end of the episode, though. So we are back. Got the 256 laser hatch crafted up. Now I have been doing a little bit of testing and trying to sort this out. There are a couple things I need to do as well. I need to figure out my eternity, get that passive crafting. And in general, I need more quantum force transformers anyway, because we'll want one crafting this up. I want one doing living solder. Maybe that will be our next big project. I want one doing this recipe and then like the poly and all that stuff. Polybenzo, whatever. We need a lot of that stuff. So I want multiple running at the same time. So got to get that sorted. And there's a few other things. So now that we finally got this 256 wireless energy hatch, I realized it's actually not as strong as I was thinking it was going to be. Because I've already upgraded these to, like, there it would be an upgrade because that's only UMV 256. But this is already, the optical assemblies are already 1 tick. So upgrading it wouldn't even do anything because they're already 1 tick. I can't get it any faster. If we want more, we would just craft up more advanced assembly lines. But that is as fast as we can do. I probably will eventually switch it out just to get rid of the lasers, so it's completely wireless. But for the meantime, it's not worth it. Now all the other ones are already 4,000 amps of UMV, which is actually higher than this. This is equal to 1,000 amps of UMV. So this one can handle 137 billion. Whereas that one handles 550. And then these are even bigger over here. These are 16,000. So this isn't actually as strong as I was thinking it was going to be. That was just a little bit of a derp on myself. And also, I realized as I was coming over here to replace these, I was thinking I could just dump this on the end. But the regular assembly lines, they don't accept multi-amp hatches. So I don't know why I was thinking I could just replace these with them and upgrade it. So yeah, totally derped on my advanced assembly lines. I actually, to be honest, I hadn't realized how much I've actually spent upgrading all these to the UMV, how many amps we're actually pulling on all these. I guess the highest we can get this would be 8 of the next tier up. So maybe I will just do that. Just the single amp, not this is the multi-amp. But I guess this would be 8 of those would be the highest we can get the regular assembly lines. So if we want more parallel or to speed stuff up, you basically just spam more of them, unfortunately. And I know that is because the multi-amp hatches would probably let you skip tiers and stuff, so it's a gating mechanism. But all right, I also was just kind of fooling around, and I noticed that these multi-blocks over here actually do form with the multi-amp hatches and the laser hatches, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually work. I may do a little bit of testing in between episodes, but like it does actually form if I put this down. But I was always under the impression these don't actually work. So, I mean, I guess I could do, not wafers. I can't remember the power IC or whatever. We need a bunch of these. That's going to take a second. But I don't actually think it's going to work in that. But I haven't tested it out. I'm going to turn these off. We'll see if this actually runs. It doesn't say there is not a valid... Okay, see, yeah, it's not running. Even though it doesn't say this is not a valid recipe, it doesn't seem to run with those multi-amp patches. So maybe it forms, but it just doesn't work. And same with the laser hatches, it does form. I haven't tested those out though because I didn't feel like hooking up lasers to them to test that out. So yeah, see, it does work with that. So that was a little surprising that actually formed, but I think that is not intended to work. But I do think I'm going to switch out some of these. Most of the wireless ones that I've set up a Lapitronic are actually doing 16,000 amps, which is bigger than these. So it's not worth switching those out until I get the bigger ones. But I think we will actually switch this out. So I'm just kind of curious what happens when we switch this out. That should turn that on. There it goes. All right, so it's a 20-second recipe. Yeah. Every time I look at this, I'm like, is this the right circuit number? Every time. So we'll let that turn off, and then I'm going to switch out the hatch for the... I'm going to turn this off so I don't accidentally break something. But I'm going to switch it out because this is only UEV. Basically, anything running from the main base on the laser network is not using 256 amps of UXV. So I think that this should work, I think, unless these are... Yeah. All right, so now it's down to 2.5 seconds, down from 20. So yeah, quite a bit of a difference there. And now we can get rid of all that laser stuff underneath. I may even... No, I think I'm just going to get rid of... I'm going to switch to wireless mostly and just get rid of all these, the main laser network, I think. I think it's time. The majority of the multi-blocks are all not even running off it anymore. But yeah, this I wanted to see how fast this goes. Half a second. Yeah, I think, wasn't that like 15 seconds or something like that? So way, 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 way faster. So I am pretty happy with that so far. It is fun getting this stuff all upgraded. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to do some more cleaning up, fixing recipes, and we'll come back tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.